paid into both their pensions and their Social Security. They played by the rules. They gave up wage increases. And suddenly what they thought was going to be there is being threatened. This is very personal to me. First of all, I will tell you that my father-in-law was one of the original writers of Social Security back in the 30s, because America knew that more than half of the seniors in this country, and widows, and children, and those that were handicapped, were living in poverty, didn't know how they were going to eat or where they were going to live. And America found its conscience and said, we cannot do that to those that need a helping hand. I believe that every American has a right to a safe and secure retirement, period. 2/3 of the Americans in this country are relying on their Social Security. You've heard the statistics. We used to talk about that three-legged stool. The reality is that 2008 has hurt the savings of many Americans. And while the billionaires are recovering, the working men and women are having a hard time. I have people come and knock on the door of my house. I had one man who said, my wife is dying of cancer. What am I going to do? I was doing another town hall, and a man came up to me and said, I don't know how I'm going to live. I don't know how I'm going to eat. I'm thinking of just killing myself. That is not who we are in this country. And we need to not only protect Social Security because people have put their money in and counted on it, and it's a promise that we made, but all of us here are committed to expanding it. Expanding it safely, making sure that it is funded, but taking care of those who need it in this country. We need to protect Medicare too. Actually, I probably shouldn't say it here, but all of us are. We're for Medicare for all. Every American's got a right to quality, affordable health care as well, period. These aren't phrases when people say I'm having to choose between my medicine and whether to eat. Insulin's gone up by some ridiculous price every single month. And I can't tell you how many seniors are telling me they're cutting their pill in half or they're not taking it or they can't afford their medicine. I want you to think about what it's like to be a senior who's lost their hearing or can't hear in their 70s. And you're already having a hard time. And suddenly you're isolated. You're cut off from community. That's not who we are as Americans, and all of us here, and I thank every single group that's behind me. I've worked with them, and we are all committed that we are going to protect and expand Social Security for every American that has a right to it. Thank you very much.